What's up, everybody? It's your boy TGK. Just wanted to take some quick time out to talk about Hulk Hogan's passing and the impact of it, man. We're just gonna keep it strictly on Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. I already know the transgressions that he has stated, said, and the things he's acted or not acted, but the things he said and who he offended. We're not gonna talk about that today. Obviously, it's not something to ignore. But on a day where a father, a day when, you know, I don't know if he was a grandpa. I don't know how deep that is, but someone that meant a lot to other people, someone that had family, passed today. And as big as I am into wrestling, this is big. This was one of the one of like the Mount Rushmore, one of the Mount Rushmore wrestlers has passed today, and from a wrestling perspective, ladies and gentlemen, please understand from a wrestling perspective, I'm not talking about the person and the human being and all that stuff, but from a wrestling perspective, it is it is a little odd to know Hulk Hogan, a wrestler that was full of life, right? And just the way he was depicted and the way he carried himself in the wrestling ring, and eat your vitamins, brother, and just his big personality and the everything that he's done for wrestling and his contributions to the art that we love as wrestling fans. It's weird, someone that's in his 30s now. I'm like, damn, Hulk Hogan's gone, bro. Like, that was one of the things that you just kind of knew that you just never knew. It just felt like he was never gonna go. Um, but yeah, man, just wanted to send my condolences to his family, man, and to all his fans that are deeply hurt by this, and to everybody that was able to experience a Hulk Hogan match, things of that sort, man. Like, my condolences with y'all. I understand. This is like a rough time for many. I know other people were very happy with this, which again we'll stay away from that, because in this kind of moment I'm not gonna lean on negativity. That's just weird to do when the loss of life is a thing, right? Um, but it's crazy, right? Like, like Hulk Hogan. When I heard about this, the first person that came to mind was like Eric Bischoff, Kevin Nash, Macho Man, Andre the Giant, Vince McMahon. Like, those guys came to mind just because of that connection that they had with him, man. And I saw Ric Flair and his reaction to it, crying. Like, there's obviously a lot of people that have been hurt by this, and you try to wonder, like, why someone as in shape as he was, right, throughout his life and career, at 71, just passed. But with all the allegations of steroids and drug use and all that stuff, allegations, the fact that he made it to 71, even if all those things were true, it's pretty amazing, man. Hulk Hogan lived an amazing life. He put wrestling on the map and made regional wrestling into a worldwide stage. And the dude has done incredible things, even though he buried like hella talent. you know, even though all the negatives that he did come with, the positive that he did give to the world, that's what I would like to lean on and remember him for. Remember him for the wrestler that he was, the memories that he gave. Some of my favorite memories of Hulk Hogan will always remind me of my brother, right? My brother Alex, man, he's the one that introduced me to wrestling. He watched wrestling religiously. We still do. We always get together when there's like WrestleMania or the big events, or even just the regular PLEs. We always get together as much as we can. And I remember one of like my first memories was watching WrestleMania 3. My brother will always have like the highlights running. Like, he would just always have like wrestling on, and seeing Hulk Hogan slam Andre the Giant, I was just like, obviously it was in the 80s. It was before my time. But as a kid to watch that, I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. And, I would always ask him about it, and he always, tell me how it was. But then for Hulk Hogan to, jump ship, leave WWE, join WCW, and create NWO, and then go head to head against them. Like that's how much star power Hulk Hogan had, that he could create a whole new faction, turn heel, and still be the coolest freaking wrestler on the planet, and then outdo your competition, but your previous company. Like what Hulk Hogan did to give the man his flowers in the wrestling realm, it's it's up there, bro. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's on that Mount Rushmore, ladies and gentlemen. Some would argue he was the best of all time. He wasn't the greatest wrestler, but damn, he knew how to put on a show, man. He knew how to put on a show and suspend your disbelief, right, of what wrestling was back then, and keep kayfabe alive, as they say. But I think with Hulk's passing, it makes me think of the remainder of the Mount Rushmore that's out there. And to me, the remainder of the Mount Rushmore is The Rock, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and then we get to that fourth one. Like who's that fourth one? And it's kind of hard not to say John Cena. Some want to say Roman Reigns, but I don't. There's levels to it, bro. And Roman Reigns is amazing. I think Roman Reigns might be top 10 for me, maybe top 12. But I think the proper Mount Rushmore of wrestling would technically be like Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and The Rock. I think that would be like the ultimate best Mount Rushmore, right? But I think the best Mount Rushmore that kind of captures as many eras as possible, it would be Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and John Cena. I think that would be the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. But man, you know, Ozzy Osbourne earlier this week, now Hulk Hogan. It's just crazy, man. It makes me think. Tonight I'm gonna watch WrestleMania 18. That match with Hulk Hogan and The Rock was, that was amazing. That was a special match. And obviously, I wish it was Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan in that match, which that's what it should have been, but it wasn't. But like a lot of his contributions, we could go into like his championship victories and how long he held the WWE down, or WWF at the time, and just everything he's done for wrestling and how he continued to do it for wrestling. Obviously, the lasting image of him being at the Netflix Raw show where he got booed out the building, and some will say deservedly so, right? It's unfortunate that'll be his lasting impression. It makes me think of the Ultimate Warrior in a way. And I remember when Ultimate Warrior was on Raw and just talked about like his promo was a little bit eerie, knowing that he passed shortly after. This one was a little different, but it's just weird. It's just weird. It's kind of like hearing Michael Jackson. It's like hearing Michael Jackson pass, man. It's like one of the guys that you just never thought would go. They're gone, but you on a day like today, I just would like to lean on the memories they left us, suspending our disbelief of wrestling and giving us all those memories, man, and all those moments that they gave us in wrestling. As much as we hated him when he turned heel, and how cool he was when he turned heel, and it was just like something you could not watch. You couldn't stop watching, bro. Like I remember watching Monday Night Raw and Nitro with my brother when we had cable every now and then, right? I was able to watch that and experience the Monday Night Wars, and the fact that Hulk Hogan was the head of that. Like it's just kind of crazy, man. But yeah, man, condolences to Hulk Hogan's family and all his fans and people and all of his loved ones. It's a sad day in the wrestling world. Very sad day in the wrestling world. And I hope people lean more so on that as opposed to trying to drag the guy's name. There's no reason to do that in this kind of time, regardless of how much you might hate a person. Remove that hate from your heart. There's one. I don't go to church often, but when I did go to church, there was one time that I went, and there was a message that I got in a time where I was very upset. And one of the messages I got was like, remove the malice from your heart. Remove the malice from your heart, man. And whenever you can remove the malice from your heart, regardless of how people done you wrong, or if they done people wrong that doesn't affect you, you still it's okay to compartmentalize things, right? Like there's people's decisions, and then there's the human element of things, right? Like, I could divulge into this. I would love to. I don't want to just waste your time, but like for me personally, if people do me wrong, I just be like, that's who they are, and I'm not going to let them fuel me with hate for what they did. It's a part of the page. I'm turning the page. I'm moving on. Not to ignore it, not to act like it's a bad thing, but I'm not gonna let it fuel hate into me. You get what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. But yeah, man, it's been your boy TGK. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Hulk Hogan, good or bad, I guess. But let me know what the impact was for you, good or bad, and how you think about his legacy, man. Anyway, it's been your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. We out.